Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And another broken tackle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
On the ground, it's Slade. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as...
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
first down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this...
He'll take a shot. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Irvin. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical bend.
Inside the yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, the running back has it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying to get the corner. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Tackle is made at the 37.
This is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Tackle is made.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And it'll be a touchdown.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? With big size, I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Lost to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Looking to fire. The throw. Right on the money. Lowers those pads. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Takes the handoff, it's Irvin. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Up-tempo for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They punted away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. QB got it himself. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime, because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Second down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him lose it. Even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Wants to throw it. It's caught. And he's got a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up. 42 Spider. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And some room to work.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get 1st downs.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate.
Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got them.
Pulls it in on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
1st and 10.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Now this offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning it on!
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And it's in there for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the result.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 30-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can...
Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown.
And you see the option. option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Reed. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've been treated to an offensive clinic so far through 3 quarters as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the right. Working a little. Magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And into the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the... down he goes again.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab down the middle. Running free. Touchdown.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Reed.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now...
Oh, he wants it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. On target. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but
he's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
I I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go! They're going to run it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Returner is tackled down at the 15, and the offense will take over.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the right.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 36 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on third. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.